I think everything's pretty much unofficial, but we went up and talked to him at the announcer booth, and they got like they said, the unofficial official results. So it looks like Hobie came in first.
We're talking about the Sup relay that took place here. It was kind of chaotic out there, so it was hard for us to really designate what was going on.
Yeah, it was awfully chaotic. I mean, we were trying to zoom in on it, but there's people paddling in every direction, back and forth. You got kayaks out there, you got powered Sup boards, you got everything. So
speaking of powered Sup boards, that played a factor in our relay.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, so in the relay race, the results, the top three, Hobie first, Boga second, Flatwater third. But Boga is probably the most impressive story. I'm down on the beach talking to Jay Wild, and I said, "Are you guys done?" He goes, "Yeah, we were done about 20 minutes ago." And still some racers out in the course. He said, "But did you see what happened to Boga?" And I said, "No, we were up in the booth, and it's kind of a distance." I said, "We really couldn't see because there were lots of people paddling in the path, and we saw people going both directions across the course. Right. We were having a hard time dialing in." And he said, "That's exactly what happened." He goes, "There was a guy on the wave jet, a young kid, and he T-boned the Boga racer. He T-boned him. I mean." And so I said, well, I can't report that without going and actually talking to Boga. So I walked over. Yeah, so I walked over, talked to Boga, and they were talking about it, and they showed me the board. There's a gaping, 6-8-inch hole torn in the side of their board, and they still came in second. And I mean, there's foam coming out, it's full of water, and they still came in second. So kudos to Boga for holding it together, not stopping, just getting back on the board and going, okay. But, in these races, you got to close those courses, especially when you got, jet-powered boats out there,
Boardworks is going to have to add that to their next YouTube video.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean,
power jet.
I wished we would have been zoomed in on that. I mean, could you imagine we could have, the hits we would have gotten on that.
Oh, man, but it's been a great day of racing here. Congratulations to all of our competitors today. Over 300 competitors took to the water here in today's first day of the 2013 Tahoe Nalu here in Kings Beach, and it's been spectacular. We had some, like we said, movers and shakers, and we had some that we pretty much expected to fall how they did. So it was a very exciting day. Nonetheless, it was beautiful conditions. We're expecting the same conditions here tomorrow for Sunday's action.
Oh, yeah, and it's going to be great. It's going to be, I mean, that's – the distance race is fun, but the other races you kind of get to see a little bit more. Plus, we're going to have that elite race for the money. People are going to be paddling hard.
And we're kind of watching the wind today. It kind of came up around 2 o'clock, between 1:30 and 2. Yeah. So we'll kind of that could be a huge factor.
Now, what time did they have the elite starting?
Well, the elite's scheduled for tomorrow. The preliminary heats are scheduled for 11:30.
Yeah, yep. And the finals are scheduled, what, 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock. Okay. So you can kind of figure plus or minus 30 minutes there, And,
you got to remember, it's Tahoe Nalu time. So when we say that a race is going to start at 9, that means give or take, probably 9 to 10.
9 to 10 at night.
So yeah. So we're not. Come on, we'll give them an hour. But so tomorrow, if you tune in at 9 and when you're not looking at a race, that's probably because it hasn't started yet. But we'll be jabbering. I might actually race that 4 miles, so you might be jabbering with somebody else. But I'll come back and report. Oh yeah, you can poke fun at me. If I come back with a hole in my board, though, I'm going to be really mad.
We're trying to get Andre to race tomorrow, so if he could teach me how to push the buttons,
hey, you know what? Next time he goes up, to talk to somebody or goes to the restroom, let's push some buttons and see what happens.
See what happens. Give it a shot.
It can't hurt, right?
It can't hurt whatsoever. But we want to thank everybody for tuning in to Supconnect.com. Thanks to all of our Twitters out there. Tweeting us at #TahoeNalu2013. And a special thank you one more time to all of our sponsors who make this event and this webcast possible. We just talked with Boardworks, Ocean Minded, YOLO Board, Pahana, BIC, SIC, the Glide Sup, Slingshot, WakeJet, FCS, Starboard, Quicksilver, GoPro, Jake's on the Lake, which shows some amazing food in case you haven't caught a commercial or two of theirs. Kona Brewery, which my tweets are going nowhere. I haven't seen them anywhere. North Lake Tahoe, of course, Up the Mag and Tahoe TV, and UGG boots. So thanks to all those guys.
Yeah, I hope that WaveJet has a little bit of. I hope the WaveJet people have some liability. I'm not sure about that Boga board.
They might have confiscated that.
Yeah.
It might not be on the water.
Yeah, the WaveJet might be gone. But
it's been fun, Bob. Pleasure working with you today.
Hey, it's been a pleasure. It's always fun to see you, Drew. You do a great job every event we go to. We always enjoy it. And I also have to give a shout out to Andre. I mean, he puts this whole thing together. This was a one-man band. I mean, this morning he grabbed me and said, "I got to move all the gear because they said I can't set it up there." And I mean, literally, he moved all the gear himself. We helped him move the tents. You know, he's doing this for free. It's on his own dime. So, you know, definitely a shout out to Andre. We make fun of him, but, you know, without him, you guys wouldn't be connected to the Sup world like you are.
Exactly. I'm tweeting Kona Brewer for you too, Andre, but they're not following through, even for Andre.
Yeah.
Gosh.
You know, and so we got to forgive him for not pushing that button earlier because, you know, the guy was here pretty early this morning, and he's, like I said, a one-man band. There's nobody checking behind him. He's running the whole show.
No audio, no video. As long as you have one or the other, that's all you need. But
hey, he's got Drew, though, so he's covered.
I wing it. Hey, thanks you all again for watching. Again, we'll be back here tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. at Supconnect.com. You can catch all the remaining action still to come here at the Talunahu for 2013. So for Bob Reiser, I'm Drew with you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
As the Talunahu comes to an end.
Yeah, it comes to an end tomorrow, but it will be continued. And who knows what stories we'll bring?
There you go.
What people are going to get T-boned? Who's going to, you know, protest? I might protest tomorrow just to protest.
Yeah, good point. We'll see if
I'm going to protest not having a beer today.
That's what I think. We could try to follow through with Andre's naked people.
Yeah.
See what we can do. Hey, we'll see you all tomorrow.
Thank you.
9 a.m.